This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon, students. Am I audible for you? Yeah, thanks for your response. PPT is visible for you? Yeah, thanks for your response. So first we are going to discuss the previous class. So previous class we have seen types of PLDs. Okay, so we have three major types of PLDs, programmable logic devices. The first one, programmable read-only memory (PROM). Then we will have PAL, that means programmable array logic. Then PLA, programmable logic array. Okay, so those things we have seen. What is the main difference, or how these three types of PLDs are categorized? Okay, wow. So those things we have seen. Okay, so I think you all know, if you take any PLD is nothing but an integrated chip. It consists of n number of AND gates and n number of OR gates. Those n number of AND gates are called AND array. N number of OR gates are called OR array. Okay, so based on the arrangement of AND and OR, it is categorized into three types, isn't it? Programmable read-only memory, PAL and PLA, isn't it? Okay. Suppose both AND array and OR array are programmable, then it will come under PLA, isn't it? Okay. Suppose on the AND gate is fixed, OR gate is programmable, there is PROM. Otherwise, suppose AND gate வந்து programmable, OR gate வந்து fixed, it will be PAL, isn't it? So those things we have seen in the previous class. Okay. And also we have seen one problem related to PROM. Okay, one problem we have discussed related to PROM. So today I'm going to continue. Okay, one more problem related to PAL. Then I'm going to continue one more problem related to PLA. Okay. So agenda of the session. Okay, problems based on PLDs. Okay, I'm going to cover one more problem related to PAL and one more problem related to PLA. Okay, so exams you may have a chance to get theory question. Okay, sometimes they will be asking problem. Okay, PLD la theory or it may be sometimes they will be asking problems. So you should be thorough in both problem and theory. Okay, so it will be asked in 14 marks. Okay, so you should be thorough both theory part in PLD and also problems related to PLDs. Then I'm going to cover HTL programming. I think in our unit number 2 and unit number 3, we are having the topic called HTL programming. Okay, so I'm going to cover this HTL programming also. In our laboratory session also, we are having 8th experiment called HTL programming. Okay, so that's why I'm going to cover this HTL programming. Okay, so this is the agenda of the today's session. So today we are going to see some problems related to PLDs, and we are going to see HTL programming. Okay, so HTL programming வந்து நமக்கு யூனிட் நம்பர் 2 லயும் இருக்கு, காம்பினேஷனல் சர்க்யூட்டுக்கு. அதே மாதிரி we have HTL programming in யூனிட் நம்பர் 3 சீக்வென்ஷியல் சர்க்யூட்டுக்கு. லேப்லயுமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா லெபார்டரியிலயுமே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா we have a 8th experiment. ஓகேவா, 8th experiment வந்து HTL programming. ஓகேவா, so that I'm going to cover this HTL programming also. Students, up to now it's clear for you. Shall I continue? Yeah, thanks for your response. So yesterday we have seen problem based on PROM. Okay, I think you all know. Yesterday we have seen problem based on PROM, that is programmable read-only memory. I explained this program. I explained this problem. So today we are going to see. Today we are going to see problem based on PLA. Okay, so all of you take down today's heading. So already ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து PROM ல பார்த்தாச்சு. ஓகேவா? So அடுத்த டைப் வந்து PLD ல next டைப் வந்து PLA, that means programmable logic array. ஓகேவா? So we are going to see one problem related to PLA. ஓகேவா? So இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வந்து பார்ட் B ல வந்து they will be asking 8 marks அல்லது 12 marks இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம் வரும். ஓகேவா? So கொடுத்திருக்கிற boolean expressionக்கு you want to draw the logic diagram. Okay, you want to draw the logic diagram for this boolean equation. அதான் வந்து ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் எல்லாமே. ஓகேவா? ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் அப்படின்னா PLA ல வந்து they will give you the boolean expression. ஓகேவா? So you want to draw the logic diagram. ஓகேவா? You want to draw the logic diagram of PLA. So all of you take down, draw a PLA circuit to implement PLA circuit to implement the logic function a bar bc plus a b bar c plus a c bar. So this is one function. This is one logic function. They have given another one logic function and a bar b bar c bar plus bc. This is your another logic function. Okay, wow. So here in this problem they have given two logic functions. Okay, wow. So we want to draw a logic diagram for this given two logic functions. Okay, wow. So first on the problem understand பண்ணிக்கங்க. Okay, wow. So ரெண்டு logic functions கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So we want to draw the logic diagram for this given two logic functions. Okay, wow. So next solution. Now we are going to solve this problem. Okay, wow. So step number 1. Okay, step number 1 வந்து simplify the boolean function. Okay, wow. So step number 1 என்ன அப்படின்னா we want to simplify. Okay, if you take our first boolean function, okay, wow, we want to try to minimize. Okay, we want to simplify the boolean function. That is what is step number 1. Okay, wow. So a bar bc plus a b bar c plus a c bar. This is what your first boolean function. Okay, wow. So இதுல வந்து பாருங்க a bar bc will come as it is. Then if you take these two expression, okay, wow, here a is common, isn't it? Here a is common, so you can take outside. So upon the bureau a of, okay, a of b bar c plus c bar. Okay, wow. So இதுல வந்து a வந்து காமனா இருக்கறனால I am taking a as outside. So remaining என்ன வரும் b bar c plus c bar. Okay, wow. So that's why I have written as a of b bar c plus c bar. Next this will come as it is. Okay, wow. There is no change. A bar b c plus a will come as it is. Okay, wow. Bracket la vandu pathina you can see b bar c plus c bar. This can be rewritten as, okay, b bar plus c bar. Okay, wow. This can be rewritten as b bar plus c bar. How we are writing? By using this law, by using this standard boolean expression, we know that a plus a bar b அப்படினு இருந்துச்சுனா we can rewrite as a plus b. Okay, wow. This is what we studied in our unit number 1. Okay, wow. Unit number 1 ல வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டேட்மென்ட்ஸ் பார்த்திருக்கோம். This is a general statement. Okay, wow. a plus a bar b அப்படினு இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா you can rewrite as a plus b அப்படினு எழுதலாம். Similarly, here you have b bar c plus c bar, so that we can rewrite as b bar plus c bar. Okay, so in the standard format refer பண்ணி we are rewriting b bar c plus c bar as b bar plus c bar. Okay, okay, fine. Hope you all understood. Okay, because this one we studied in our unit number 1 itself, minimization of boolean functions. So finally we can rewrite as a, this will come as it is a bar bc. Okay, well, if you multiply a inside b bar plus c bar, you will get a plus a b bar plus a c bar. Okay, so this is what the simplified expression of your boolean function 1. This is what the simplified form of your first boolean function. So next, step number 2, we want to simplify the second Boolean function. The second Boolean function is in simplified form. Already the given Boolean function, if you take this second Boolean function, okay, if you take your second Boolean function, this is already in simplified form. Okay, so no need to simplify again. And again simplify panna mudiyadhu, okay, because there is no common term. Okay, if you take the first term on the a bar b bar c plus second form on the b c, there is no common term, so you cannot go for further simplification. That's why step number 2, the second Boolean function is in already simplified form, so no need to go for further simplification. Okay, so you can take as it is. You can take your second Boolean function as it is because it is already in simplified form. So next I am moving into step number 3. So step number 3 is nothing but implementation. Now we want to implement the Boolean function by using logic gates. That is what our step number 3. Okay, so if you take any PLA problem, okay, please keep in mind, if you take any PLA problem வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்டெப்ஸ் வந்து என்னன்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப் வந்து பூலியன் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் வந்து minimize your first Boolean. If it is two Boolean functions, so you want to Boolean function, then step number 2, minimize your second Boolean function. Okay, once you minimize all the Boolean function given in your problem, the third step is, final step is, you want to implement this Boolean function by using logic gates. Okay, so I think we studied this concept in our unit number 1 also. Okay, in our unit number 1 also, உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் ஒரு Boolean function கொடுத்துட்டா அதை வந்து எப்படி இந்த logic gates realize பண்றது அப்படிங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், isn't it? Okay, now we are going for the implementation. Okay, fine. So this is what our Boolean function. Okay, the first Boolean function is a bar b c plus a b bar plus a c bar. This is your first Boolean function. Okay, next வந்து your second Boolean function வந்து a bar b bar c bar plus bc. So this is what your second Boolean function. Okay, so now we want to realize, okay, now we want to implement this Boolean function by using logic gates. In PLDs, we will use only two logic gates. One is AND array, another one is OR array. Okay, okay, fine. So our input, okay, our problem on the input on the variables a b c. So you want to take your inputs a b c. Okay, then I am giving to an device which will give you buffer output and also it will give you inverted output. Okay, so top thing now, this will be buffer output. Buffer output is nothing but whatever the input you are giving, that will be again it will give you the same input in your output section, that is called the buffer. Okay, இந்த bubble போட்டுருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, so bubble போட்டதுல இருந்து tap பண்ணி எடுத்தீங்கன்னா bottom sideல you can see some bubble. Okay, so bubble இருந்து எடுத்தீங்கன்னா that is your complemented output. Whatever the value you are giving, okay, that will be complemented. Okay, so bottom இருந்து எடுத்தீங்கன்னா complemented output, top இருந்து எடுத்தீங்கன்னா buffer output. Buffer output ங்கிறது nothing but நீங்க என்ன input கொடுக்குறீங்களோ same input will be available in your output section. Okay, that is buffer output. Complemented output is whatever you are giving, that will be complemented. Suppose if you are giving a, that will be complemented, then that will be a bar. So when the a என்ன பண்றேன், I will connect to a and a bar. Similarly, buffer ல இருந்து எடுத்துட்டு வந்து I am giving to b. I'm marking a line b. Okay, அதே மாதிரி complemented ல இருந்து எடுத்து வந்துட்டு I am connecting to b bar. Similarly, buffer ல இருந்து எடுத்துட்டு வந்து c ல வந்து I am connecting to c. Complemented I am connecting to c bar. Okay, so this line is a, this line is a bar, this one is b, this one is b bar, so this one is c, and the last one is c bar. Okay, so now we want to connect our Boolean function. We want to realize our Boolean function by using AND and OR array. So first we are going to concentrate AND array. Okay, so take the first expression a bar b c. A bar b c. First I am going to concentrate on a bar b c. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும், you want to make a barல ஒரு into mark போட்டுக்கணும். then வந்து b, so b ல வந்து a cross mark போட்டுக்குங்க. then வந்து c ல வந்து ஒரு cross mark. okay, next வந்து a b bar. so next வந்து next AND கேட்டுக்கு வந்து inputs வந்து a, then வந்து b barல வந்து ஒரு into mark போட்டுக்கணும். you want to put a cross mark. the another one is a c bar. so another one AND gate, you are having another one AND gate. அதுக்கு வந்து a, ஓகேவா, a barல ஒரு டிக் மார்க்கும் then வந்து c barல ஒரு டிக் மார்க்கும் போட்டுக்கணும். into mark, ஓகேவா, sorry into mark. so next another boolean function வந்து என்ன, so you are having a bar, b bar, c bar. so next AND கேட்டுக்கு வந்து you want to put a cross mark in a bar, then b bar, then c bar. these three are the input to the fourth AND gate. the last AND கேட்டுக்கு வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா bc. so அப்போ வந்து last fifth AND கேட்டுக்கு வந்து b ல ஒரு into mark போட்டுக்குங்க, then வந்து c ல வந்து ஒரு into mark. okay, so this is what the connection of your AND array. next we want to go for OR array. okay, next we are going for OR array. once if you completed the connection of AND array, next we want to go for OR array. okay, so if you take OR array, so you are having plus symbol in your boolean expression, so you want to use OR array. okay வா, so first எடுத்துக்கங்க, first boolean function எடுத்துட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா a bar bc plus a b bar plus a c bar. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும், so you want to give first boolean functionக்கு வந்து AND array OR arrayல வந்து a bar bc ல ஒரு into mark. okay, next வந்து a b bar இருக்கா, அப்ப a b barல ஒரு into mark போட்டுக்கணும், then வந்து a c bar இருக்கறனால a c barல ஒரு into mark போட்டுக்கணும். ஓகேவா, so this will be given to your first OR gate. so second OR கேட்டுக்கு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா a bar b bar c bar. okay, a bar b bar c bar, this is what your a bar b bar c bar. so a bar b bar c barல ஒரு into mark போட்டுக்கணும். next வந்து bc, so this is what your bc. okay, இந்த லைன் தான் வந்து bc லைன். so அப்போ வந்து bc லைன்ல வந்து you want to put one into mark, then you want to give it to the second OR gate. okay வா, second OR gate called f2, first OR gate வந்து f1. okay, so if you take output in f1, you will get the output of this first boolean function. if you take output in f2, you will get the output of your second boolean function. okay, so I think you all know, we in our first unit itself we have studied that how to realize a boolean function by using logic gates. okay, so same thing here we are using AND array and OR array. I mean we are using only AND gate and OR gate. by using AND and OR gate we are realizing our given boolean function. so this PLA, sorry, this PLA is in any PLA both AND array and OR array can be programmable. okay, well, that's why I have put into mark in both AND section and also OR section. okay வா, so PLA ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா AND arrayவும் reconfigurable, OR arrayவும் reconfigurable. okay வா, அதனால என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன்னா AND arrayலயும் வந்து into mark போட்டுருக்கேன், OR arrayலயும் into mark போட்டுருக்கேன். okay வா, so the yesterday class itself I explained that if the connection is reconfigurable, then we want to put into mark. okay, suppose the connection is not reconfigurable, then we want to put dot. suppose the connection is fixed அப்படினா we want to put dot. okay, suppose the connection is reconfigurable அப்படினா we want to put into mark. in PLA both AND array and OR array can be programmable, that means can be reconfigurable. அந்த connections வந்து நீங்க change பண்ணிக்கலாம். that's why I have mentioned a cross mark. students, can you able to understand problem based on PLA? Students, can you able to understand the problem? Yeah, thanks for your response. So the next third type PLA. Okay, wow. So third type of PLD வந்து என்னன்னா PAL. So take down the heading. Next third type. Okay, wow. First one we have seen problem based on PROM. Then we have seen problem based on PLA. Now we are going to see one more problem related to PAL. PAL nothing but programmable array logic. So take down the heading, problem based on PAL. Problem based on PAL, programmable array logic. So take down the problem, generate the following Boolean function with a PAL with 4 inputs and 4 outputs. Generate the following Boolean function. Okay, take down the another problem. Generate the following Boolean function with the PAL with 4 inputs and 4 outputs. So this is what the given problem. For this given Boolean function, we want to realize or we want to implement the logical diagram for PAL. Okay, that is what the meaning. So first understand the meaning. Okay, problem meaning understand பண்ணிக்கங்க. So they have given a Boolean function. Okay, it consists of 4 inputs and 4 outputs. Okay, inputs are nothing but A, B, C, D. Outputs are nothing but Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. So for this given Boolean function, we want to realize, we want to construct a logic diagram. Okay, for PAL. Okay, so கொடுத்திருக்கிற Boolean functionக்கு நாம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? We are going to draw the logic diagram. Okay, logic diagram of PAL. That is the meaning of this given problem. Okay, so it will be asked in 8 marks or sometimes it will be asked in 14 marks. So Y3 equal to A bar B C bar D plus A bar B C D bar plus A B C bar D. This is what your first expression. Second expression வந்து Y2 equal to A bar B C D bar plus A bar B C D plus A B C D. This is what your second Boolean function. Then third Boolean function, Y1 equal to A bar B C bar plus A bar B C plus A B bar C plus A B C bar. This is what your third Boolean function. Then fourth Boolean function, Y0 equal to A B C D. So this is what your fourth Boolean function. Solution. Now we are going to solve this problem. Take down solution. Step number 1. Okay, step number 1. First step. Simplify the Boolean function. So here we have 4 different Boolean functions are there. The first step is we want to minimize all the Boolean functions. Okay, I think we studied in our unit number 1 itself, minimization of Boolean functions. Okay, by using some standard Boolean theorem, okay, we can minimize the Boolean function, isn't it? So by using the same concept, we are going to minimize all the Boolean functions. So in this problem, we are having Boolean functions Y3, Y2, Y1, Y0. Okay, so we want to minimize each Boolean functions by using standard Boolean algorithms. Okay. So first to Y3, I'm going to minimize the Boolean function Y3. So Y3, the given Boolean function of Y3 equal to A bar B C bar D plus A bar B C D bar plus A B C bar D. So this is what your given Boolean function. Okay. If you consider this first term and the third term, here B C bar D, here also B C bar D is there. So you can, if you take this a bar plus a outside, okay, then you will get this kind of expression. Okay, this a bar, b, c, d bar will come as it is. There is no change. Okay, I think you all know a plus a bar will be equal to 1. Okay, I think you all know in our first unit itself we studied a bar plus a. Okay, that will be equal to 1. Okay, wow. So we can omit that. So remaining you will get b c bar. You will get this b c bar d, and the remaining term a bar b c d bar. Okay, so this is what the minimized form of your y3. So hope you can get you can easily understand, because we studied the same concept in our unit number one also. So next I'm going to consider on y2. Okay, if you take y2, if you first you take these first two terms here, a bar b c d bar, here also a bar b c d. Okay, so if you take a bar b c as outside, you will get a bar b c bracket you will get d bar d. Okay, well, you will get d bar plus d. Just I'm comparing these two. Next, if you compare the next two Boolean functions, okay, wow. If you take compare next compare you can take a plus a bar as outside. This is common. Okay, wow. B C D வந்து காமனா இருக்கறனால you can take a bar plus a. இத காமன் எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா you will get a bar plus a into B C D. Okay, wow. Next two compare பண்ணீங்கன்னா B C D காமனா இருக்கறனால வெளிய எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா you will get a bar plus a. இது மட்டும் வரும். So if you simplify further, you will get this d bar plus d will get cancelled because it will be 1. This a bar plus a will get 1. So you will get a bar bc plus bcd. This is what your minimized the Boolean function of your y2. So similarly, if you go for y1, so y1 if you compare your first two Boolean functions, okay, a bar b is common. Okay, so if you compare this first two functions, a bar b is common, you can take outside, then remaining in the row c bar plus c. Okay, well, you will get c bar plus c. Next, this middle term will come as it is. Okay, this middle term will come as it is. There is no change. If you compare your first Boolean function with your last Boolean function, okay, wow, first last compare பண்ணீங்க அப்படினா, you can take outside b c bar வந்து காமனா இருக்கலாம், you can take outside b c bar. So remaining வந்து a plus a bar, you will get a plus a bar. So if you go further simplification, this c bar plus c will get cancelled because this will be 1. Similarly, a bar plus a will get cancelled because this will be 1. So remaining என்ன வரும்? Remaining you will get y1 equal to a bar b plus a b bar c plus b c bar. This is what the minimized Boolean function for your y1. So you can easily understand because this one we studied our unit 1 also. Okay. The next Boolean function y0, there is no change because this is already in simplified form. There is no need to go for further simplification. So like that, you want to minimize all your Boolean functions. Okay, wow. Starting from y3 இருந்து y0 வரைக்கும் you want to minimize. Why we are going for minimization? Then only the number of AND gates or OR gates will be reduced. Okay, wow. That's why we are going for the minimization. The step 2, implementation. Once you minimized the Boolean functions, then you want to realize this Boolean functions by using AND array and OR array. Okay. So once you minimize the Boolean functions, then you want to go for the implementation. Okay, wow. So this is what the implementation. First, you want to draw the diagram of A bar, then B bar, C bar, next one the D bar. Because in our problem we are having 4 input variables, namely A, B, C, D. So you want to put a line for A and also the complement A bar. Similarly B bar, C bar, D bar. Okay. So you can take input from A, B, C. Okay, wow. Then if you take from buffer, you will get A. If you take from bubble, I mean if you take from complement side, then you will get A bar. Similarly, you can get B bar. Okay, wow. Buffer this is buffer. Buffer you will get C. Complement you will get C bar. So first I am going to realize the Y3. So Y3 is nothing but B C bar D plus A bar B C D bar. This is what your Y3. Okay, this is what your Y3. So first one you want to put a tick mark in B, then C bar, then D. Okay, then you want to give it to first AND gate. So now this one is completed. So second AND gate second AND gate A bar B C D bar. Upon the you want to put A bar or into mark, B or into mark, then on the C or into mark, then on the D bar or into mark. That's all. Okay, so that's all about the AND gate connection of your Y3. This third AND gate is not used. Okay, you just leave as it is. Next to Y2. Okay, next we are going to concentrate on Y2. Y2 first time on the A bar BC. So you want to put a into mark in A bar, then B or into mark next one the C or into mark. Similarly, when we completed this one, similarly you want to go for B C D. So upon the B or into mark, then when the C or into mark then you want to put another one into mark in D. So that's all about the AND gate connection of your Y2. So similarly, if you go for Y1 you have 3 connections. First one A bar B. Okay, first one A bar B. Next one A B bar C. Okay, A B bar or into mark C or into mark next one B C bar. Okay, next one B C bar. So upon the B or into mark next one C C bar or into mark next one Y0. Okay, so Y0 Y0 is nothing but A B C D. Okay, this is what your Y0. So Y0 we are giving to OR gate, then it will be the output of Y0. Okay, so in the 3 AND gates or output if you give it to OR gate, 3 AND gates output OR gate this is your final output of Y1. Similarly, Y2 oda individual OR gates or AND gates or outputs OR gate this will be your output of Y2. Similarly, Y3 oda AND gates or outputs OR gate okay, that is the final output of your Y3. Okay, so this is what the implementation of your PAL, programmable array logic. Okay, so this is what the implementation of your programmable array logic. Students, can you able to follow? Can you able to understand? Students, can you able to understand? Yeah, thanks for your response. So why I am marking as a tick mark in AND array? So in this problem, AND array நான் வந்து int mark வந்து மார்க் பண்ணிருக்கேன். Isn't it? Why I am denoting int mark in under a section? Anyone tell me? Why I am putting int mark in under a section? Students, anyone tell me why I am putting int mark in under a section? இந்த under a sectionல வந்து நான் int mark போட்டிருக்கேன்ல, so அப்ப வந்து டாட் கூட வைக்கலாம். But I am denoting by int mark. Okay, why I am using int mark? Yeah, programmable. Very good. Int mark indicates that under array is programmable. Okay, wow. If you take this problem PAL ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஓகேவா, so PAL ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா and array is programmable or array is fixed. ஓகேவா, so அதனால r array ல வந்து நமக்கு வந்து int mark போட்டுருக்க மாட்டோம், and array ல வந்து int mark போட்டுருப்போம், because and array is programmable. ஓகேவா, that's why I denoting int mark. ஓகேவா, இதே fixed இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, suppose வந்து programmable இல்லாம fixed இருந்துச்சுன்னா we will be denoting by dot. ஓகேவா, இந்த இன்டர்செக்ஷனை வந்து நம்ம கிராஸ் மார்க்கு பதிலா we will put dot mark. ஓகேவா, so cross mark போட்டிருந்தாங்கனாவே meaning that connection can be reconfigurable. ஓகேவா, programmable or reconfigurable அந்த connection. Suppose வந்து dot வச்சிருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா that connection is fixed. ஓகேவா, that connection cannot be modified or cannot be programmable by the end user or the designer. Okay, okay. Next, I'm going to give you idea about the digital system design laboratory. So I hope you all know we completed the first 7 experiments. Okay, we completed up to shift registers, serial in, serial out, and parallel in, parallel out. The one more experiment is called coding combinational and sequential circuit. Okay, wow. So this one we want to cover. So I'm going to cover today. Okay, I'm going to give you the concept of HTL programming. Okay, wow. HTL programming na enna அப்படிங்கறத நான் explain பண்றேன். Okay, so from that we are going to complete the 8th experiment also. The remaining 9th and 10th experiment is left to you. Okay, wow. So you want to complete 9th experiment with the mini project. You can choose any one title. You have 5 titles here. Okay, you can take any one title and you just complete the mini project and submit it as a report. Okay, or report மாதிரி எனக்கு submit பண்ணிருங்க. ஓகேவா, so I will give you the template in the Google Classroom. Okay, I will post the template in Google Classroom. அந்த template எடுத்து அந்த templateல இருக்கிற மாதிரி என்ன பண்ணுங்கன்னா, you just submit a report. இண்டிவிஜுவலா ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் ஒரு மினி ப்ராஜெக்ட், ஏதாவது ஒரு மினி ப்ராஜெக்ட்டை வந்து சூஸ் பண்ணி அதை கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணி அதோட ரிப்போர்ட்டை வந்து சப்மிட் பண்ணிருங்க. Then 10th experiment வந்து என்ன அப்படின்னா, main project. You want to choose any project. Okay, this is left to you. The title is left to you. So you can choose any project related to digital system design. Okay, அதை கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணி just give me a report. எனக்கு ரிப்போர்ட் மட்டும் போதும். I don't want any coding or I don't want any hardware. Okay, just I need a report. Okay, so I will give you the template. Okay, I will put the template in the Google Classroom. Take the template and you just put your information and submit in the Google Classroom. Okay, students, it's clear for you? Students, clear? Yeah, thank you. So with this we are going to complete all the experiments in our laboratory. Okay va? So இப்ப நான் 8th experiment வந்து இப்ப நான் உங்களுக்கு explain பண்றேன். Okay, 9th and 10th வந்து நீங்க complete பண்ணி Google Classroomல post பண்ணிருங்க. From that we are going to complete the laboratory experiments. இதோட lab experiments எல்லாமே complete ஆகுது. Okay வா? So 8th experiment வந்து coding combinational and sequential circuit using HTL அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து நீங்க எதுவும் simulate பண்ண வேண்டாம். ஓகேவா? This is like a study experiment. Okay, I'm going to give you the concept and also I'm going to explain the program. ஓகேவா? No need to simulate. நீங்க எதுவும் simulateலாம் பண்ண வேண்டாம். ஓகேவா? Just go through the program, just understand. ஓகேவா? This is like a study experiment. No need to implement because syllabusல வந்து implement எல்லாம் கொடுக்கல. ஓகேவா? So this is similar to study. So program வந்து just study பண்ணா போறோம். ஓகேவா? எக்ஸாம்ல வந்து நீங்க program எழுதுனா போறோம். No need to simulate. நீங்க program வந்து executeலாம் பண்ண வேண்டாம். Okay, students clear? Students clear for you? Yeah, thanks for your response. Okay, introduction to HTL. Okay, so what is HTL? HTL அப்படிங்கறோட meaning. ஓகேவா? HTL stands for hardware description language. This is the full form of HTL. ஓகேவா? So please make a note of it. This is very important. வைவால வந்து கண்டிப்பா இந்த क्वेश्चन வரும். ஓகேவா? வைவால HTL அப்படினா அதோட full form என்ன? ஓகேவா? Please note down. HTL stands for H அப்படினா hardware, D அப்படினா description, L na language. So from this expansion itself you can get the idea that HTL அப்படினா nothing but நம்மளுடைய digital logic circuits ஓட behavior describe பண்றதுக்கு we are going to write some program. ஓகேவா? that is called HTL. okay, HTL அப்படினா என்ன அப்படினா நம்மளுடைய digital logic circuitsல வந்து நிறைய circuits இருக்கு like adder, multiplier, registers, flip flops, encoder, decoder. We have n number of circuits. Okay, digital logic systemல அந்த circuits ஓட behavior நாம வந்து simulate பண்றதுக்காக we are going to write some program. Okay, that is called HTL. Okay, that is called HTL. Okay, hardware description language. digital logic circuits வந்து எப்படி behave பண்ணுது அப்படிங்கறத describe பண்றதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ற language தான் வந்து HDL, hardware description language. நீங்க எப்படி வந்து you are studying C, C++, Python இந்த மாதிரி programs எல்லாம் படிக்கிறீங்க இல்ல, because those programs are general. okay, அதெல்லாம் வந்து general. பட் இதே வந்து HTL அப்படிங்கிறது it is a kind of programming. okay, அது எதுக்காக அப்படின்னா ஒரு டிஜிட்டல் லாஜிக் சர்க்யூட் வந்து எப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகுது, எப்படி வந்து பிஹேவ் பண்ணுது அப்படிங்கறத வந்து நம்ம ப்ரோக்ராமா எழுதி சிமுலேட் பண்ணி பார்க்கறதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ற லாங்குவேஜ் தான் வந்து என்னன்னா ஹார்ட்வேர் டிஸ்கிரிப்டிவ் லாங்குவேஜ், நத்திங் பட் HDL. Hardware descriptive language is a special computer language. Okay, wow, இது வந்து ஒரு computer language தான். That means a computer program தான் used to describe the structure and the behavior of a digital logic circuits. ஓகேவா? இப்போ நம்ம வந்து லாஜிக் சிம்பிள் வந்து என்ன பண்ணோம்னா காம்பனன்ட்ஸை வந்து ட்ராக் பண்ணி கனெக்ட் பண்ணி அவுட்புட் பார்த்தோம். we didn't write any program. ஓகேவா? பட் HTL அப்படிங்கிறது என்னன்னா there is no components. HTL போனீங்கன்னா there is no blocks or components. ஓகேவா? you want to write program. ஓகேவா? இப்போ ஒரு full adderனா you want to write program, half adderனா you want to write program. ஓகேவா? நீங்க program எழுதி you want to give input, from that you can verify your results. ஓகேவா? சோ இப்போ வந்து full adder, half adder எல்லாத்துக்குமே வந்து நீங்க லைன் பை லைனா ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதி அந்த ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு இன்புட் கொடுத்து அவுட்புட் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா that is called hardware descriptive language. okay, students, it is clear? Can you able to understand what is HDL? Students, can you able to understand what is HDL? What is hardware descriptive language? Yeah, thanks for your response. A hardware description language looks like a programming language such as C program. Okay, wow. When the HTML programming it will be similar to your C programming. Okay, or C programming line by line instructions. You want to write the instruction, then you can execute. Okay, wow. So hardware descriptive language HTML or C programming structure. Okay. So the main the hardware descriptive language okay, it consists of expressions, statements, and the control structure. Okay, expressions statements adhe mari control structure. Okay. Next, major HTML programming languages. Okay, major hardware descriptive language in pathana, you have two major hardware descriptive language. One is VHDL programming, another one is Verilog programming. Okay, first one is VHDL programming, another one is Verilog programming. What is VHDL programming abdina? This VHDL stands for very high speed integrated hardware descriptive language. So please note down, HTML programming la vandu major rendu type irukku. Okay va, you can choose any type. Okay, first one is VHDL programming, இன்னொன்னு வந்து Verilog programming. Okay va, ஒரு digital logic circuit வந்து நீங்க VHDL programming மூலமாவும் simulate பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம். Okay va, அல்லது Verilog programming மூலமாவும் simulate பண்ணலாம். Okay, so ஒரு half adder க்கு வந்து நீங்க VHDL லியும் program எழுதி output பார்க்கலாம். ஒரு half adder வந்து Verilog programming Verilog program எழுதியும் நீங்க output பார்க்கலாம். Okay, so this VHDL stands for very high speed integrated hardware descriptive language. Okay, very high speed integrated circuit hardware descriptive language. This is the full form of VHDL. Then you are having another one programming style called Verilog. In the VHDL programming அப்படிங்கிறது similar to Pascal language. Okay, VHDL programming எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படினா, it will be similar to Pascal programming. Verilog programming அப்படிங்கிறது எப்படி இருக்குனா, very much similar to C programming. Okay வா, so Verilog அப்படிங்கிறது எப்படி இருக்குனா, very much similar to C programming. எல்லாருமே வந்து I think you all studying C programming, no. So Verilog programming அப்படிங்கிறது C programming மாதிரி இருக்கும். VHDL programming அப்படிங்கிறது it is very much similar to Pascal. Okay வா, I think you all know, you might be heard about the term Pascal. Okay, Pascal programming மாதிரி இருக்கும். Okay, so in our syllabus we are going to concentrate only on VHDL programming. Okay, நம்ம சிலபஸ்ல வந்து VHDL மட்டும் தான் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண போறோம். எக்ஸாம்லயும் VHDL தான் வரும். ஓகேவா, லேப்லயுமே வந்து நம்ம வந்து VHDL மட்டும் தான் கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ண போறோம். ஓகே, ஃபைன். There are two types of description. நீங்க VHDL ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா VHDL programming ல வந்து you have three types of description. ஓகேவா, நீங்க வந்து three types ல வந்து நீங்க VHDL programming எழுதலாம். ஓகேவா, first one is data flow, another one is behavioral, third one is structural. ஓகேவா, so VHDL programming ல வந்து you have three different types of programming style. ஓகேவா, one is data flow, another one is behavioral, third one is structural. ஓகே, so இதுல வந்து இந்த data flow அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப ஈஸி, ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா இருக்கும். ஓகேவா, compared to behavioral and structural. Okay, data flow is very simple and very easy to understand for any beginner. Okay, ஒரு beginnerக்கு வந்து data flow வந்து ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கும். Then you have another programming type called behavioral, another one is structural. You can choose any type. நீங்க வந்து VHDL வந்து data flow மெத்தட்லயும் ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதலாம், behavioral மெத்தட்லயும் ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதலாம், data structure structural methodலயும் you can write program. But in this PPT, okay, I am going to concentrate only on data flow. Okay, so I am going to concentrate on data flow. So this is what the VHDL program. Okay, wow, that one the VHDL program I am going to explain one by one. First library IEEE use IEEE.std_logic_1164.all. The first two lines are called header files. This is common for all the VHDL programming. Okay, the first line, second line வந்து similar to header file. நம்ம C ல header file படிப்போம்ல அந்த மாதிரி similar to header file. This is common for all the VHDL programming. Okay. Next, இந்த ரெட்ல இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே வந்து keywords. ஓகேவா, ரெட்ல இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே keywords. Okay, you should not change. Then entity, ஓகேவா, entity is the another keyword. Not one அப்படிங்கிறது entity ஓட name. ஓகேவா, not one அப்படிங்கிறது entity ஓட name. This can be changed by the user. ஓகேவா, அது வந்து user defined. ஓகேவா, you can give any name. This program is for not gate. That's why I have given entity name as not one. ஓகேவா. So this entity ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா port இருக்கும். So port குள்ள வந்து you want to define your inputs and outputs. Here A is my input, B is my output. ஓகேவா, அந்த port entity அப்படிங்கிறதுக்குள்ளார port இருக்கும். So port குள்ள வந்து we will define the input and outputs. ஓகேவா, here A is our input, B is our output. Then I am closing the entity. So entity எதுக்காக அப்படின்னா inputs outputs வந்து define பண்றதுக்காக. Next வந்து architecture வந்து எதுக்காகனா we are going to write our logic. ஓகேவா, நம்மளுடைய சர்க்யூட்டோட லாஜிக்கை எழுதுறது தான் வந்து ஆர்கிடெக்சர். ஸோ ஆர்கிடெக்சர்ல வந்து பிஹேவியர் அப்படிங்கிறது ஆர்கிடெக்சரோட நேம். ஓகேவா, தென் பிகின். ஓகேவா, பிகின் அப்படிங்கிறது சிமிலர் டு வந்து ஆர்கிடெக்சர் வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றோம். ஸோ ஆர்கிடெக்சருக்குள்ள வந்து ஆக்சுவல் லாஜிக் என்ன, நாட் கேட்டோட ஃபங்க்ஷன் என்ன அப்படின்னா whatever the input I am giving that has to be complemented. That's why I am giving B is my output, B less than or equal to assignment. Okay, this is assignment. Now B can assign பண்றேன் A not of A, not in the keyword not of A. அப்பனாகும் whatever the value present in my input A, that will be complemented, that will be stored in B. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, then I am going to close my architecture. So end behavior. So behavioral is the name of my architecture. So I am giving end behavioral. அப்ப நான் அந்த architecture வந்து க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுறேன். ஓகே, அந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் வந்து கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிடுறேன். So this is what the VHDL program for not gate. Okay, I think you are studying C, C++, Java. So from that you can easily understand this code. This is very simple when we compare with C, C++. Okay, so நீங்க ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்க வேண்டியது first two line வந்து header file. Library IEEE use IEEE இருக்கு பாத்தீங்களா, the first two line வந்து common for all the programming. This is similar to your header file. Okay, next வந்து if you take any VHDL programming, you have two major block. One is entity, another one is architecture. ஓகேவா, so entity ஓட யூஸ் என்ன, to define input and outputs. ஓகேவா, inputs and outputs வந்து define பண்றதுக்காக we are using entity. ஓகேவா, so entity க்கு நீங்க என்ன பண்ணனும், you can give name. ஓகேவா, this can be given by user. நான் வந்து not one கொடுத்துருக்கேன், நீங்க என்ன வேணாலும் கொடுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகேவா, so entity க்கு வந்து நேம் கொடுத்துட்டு entity ஓட யூஸ் என்ன, we are going to define the input and output. Here A is my input, B is my output. After that I am going to end my entity. Entity வந்து நம்ம end பண்ணிரணும். Then architecture, you have another block called architecture. Architecture is actual logic. ஓகேவா, actual logic வந்து நம்ம ஸ்டேட்மெண்டா கொடுக்கணும். ஓகேவா, actual program எழுதுறது தான் வந்து architecture. So architecture ஒரு நேம் கொடுக்குறேன் behavioral அப்படின்ட்டு. Then architecture வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன் begin. Then வந்து நம்மளுடைய ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் என்ன, and gate, I mean not gate அப்படின்னா என்ன, A ஓட இன்புட்டை not பண்ணி B ல ஸ்டோர் பண்றோம். So this is the logic of not gate. ஓகேவா, then I am ending my architecture. Okay, அப்ப என்ன பண்ணனும், end architecture name கொடுத்துறணும் behavioral. Okay, so this is what the a simple program for not gate by using VHDL. Students, any doubt? Students, any doubt? The program let's doubt இருக்கா? So if you have any doubt, please ask me. Students, do you have any doubt in this program? Okay, thank you for your response. Okay, I think we come to end of today's class. We have some more programs related to VHDL that I will cover in the next class. Okay, wow. Now we have some programs related to AND gate, OR gate, and also flip flaps. Okay, wow. Adu vandu na next class vandu na cover pandren. Okay, thank you all. Give your feedback, then you can leave the session.